We are all lost, drifting through life, determined to find something. But what is it? What are we looking for? Who really knows for sure? But what I do know is that it isn't all for nothing. How will you know tomorrow, though, is special if you completely miss the point today? So many of you just can't find enough peace to calm the storm in your life that you end up missing it altogether. Hey guys, welcome to the Wire Fire Factor. I am your host, Matt Wireman, and today's episode is about the idea of being lost, but challenging what it means. As always, though, get those hands ready because we're going to get fired up for this journey. Yes, I love it. Oh my gosh, it pumps me up, and I know it's going to pump you up too. Feel that energy, feel that fire, and let's keep going on this journey. You know, we easily relate to lost as being stranded somewhere or out in the middle of nowhere with no one around. The lost I'm talking about, though, is that far place in your mind, the one that takes you to even further away every time you try to tap into it, right? The mind is such a complicated but simple gift to every one of us. The war, though, is always between our ears, right? We're fighting this battle in our minds. And as much as we want our hearts and our body and our soul to be connected, the mind is nuts. It gets out of control sometimes, right? And it never really seems to show us the way. Our minds, though, are incredibly wired to rise above all of it. Here's the deal, though, again. You must be intentional with your thoughts and your moves. Your mind loves to run. Oh man, it loves the addiction to that pursuit. You just have to put the directions, though, in the GPS and then channel it. You were meant for so much more. So don't feel lost. Don't feel out of place. The trick is to intentionally pursue it, but have no expectations of receiving a reward in return. I know that sounds kind of contradicting, but you can't have high expectations without desperately seeking a reward. The reward will always come. I promise you that. The laws of nature only know how to reward hard work and sacrifice. But it's timing, right? And it's the experience that makes the reward actually be of value. You can't, though, hear wisdom and insight if you're only waiting to hear your own voice. Life is definitely a struggle between waiting to be rescued and surviving. You'll continue to do what you need to do, but in the back of your mind, you are waiting for something to change that situation, that circumstance. And guess what? In return, you end up living in your false reality. Then you start questioning if is this a curse or is this fate? Both require faith, though, at some point through that journey. Have you ever had deja vu? Do you recognize it as some kind of weird phenomenon of a place and time you've already experienced? Or do you recognize it, learn from it, and then try to relive that moment over? Maybe the universe is giving you another chance to replay it out differently. I don't know. I don't know how it all works. I don't know where deja vu comes from. But I know that the mind is capable of so many things. Why would it not get another chance? I think about the unknown, though, that leads to that weird mystery in our lives, right? Kind of like the mystery behind the curtain or the door that's not opened in your life. When you are pursuing things, you will be faced with those moments. Does that mysterious world intrigue you or does it freak you out? Do you think about all of the physical things that you'll receive on the other side? Or do you think about making a move, right? Trying to position yourselves, no matter what's on the other side, you're going to make the most for it. A lot of times we don't realize that chasing that and pursuing what's on the other side of that door is just hope. We just want hope. We want something to live for. So what is hope? If we could see, touch, and feel hope, would it have the same meaning? Hope is what keeps us pursuing that passion so that we can find out what we're made of. If we truly believe in ourselves and we believe that better, brighter, stronger days are ahead of us, then we are able to kind of renew ourselves, get that courage, and then we fight day after day, even when we're beat down. The truth is, though, the world is very complicated, and it seems like the only way to understand it is to dumb it down, water it down so that we can simplify it, so that it makes a little sense in our minds. Remember, those minds are always running. We're on that crazy train, and we don't know which way we're going half the time, so we water it down just to make a little bit of sense. We try to avoid being lost, so to find anything to help today's pain, we'll shove it in there. Well, I hate to tell you guys this, whatever you've been holding on, it's done. It's over. Today, it ends. I didn't fire up this message just to watch you put it out. The struggle is real, but so is your gift. You'll never find it if you're questioning and doubting every single thing in your life. I know about being broken, but I also know what it takes to look back and realize that I can't be who I'm called to be if I don't start putting it together. We can be better today than we were yesterday if we intentionally pursue it. So pick yourself up, get moving, right? The day you realize that it's all fake, right? That is the day as you start growing mentally, physically, and spiritually. We get so caught up on all the details that don't seem to matter. It's not changing your life for the better, then let it go, right? You have to have that pointless argument. Did you have to have that stupid setback because you were too stubborn? Or maybe you just got caught up in today's problems that you lost your mind over it, right? Resulting in no progress, no gain, and no growth. You're lost. It's time to be found. You are special. You are unique. If you do not pursue it, then you're never going to find it. Go find it, light that fire, and let's keep this journey going.